Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where last episode we lost a battle in Ethos, although it was a close thing. They don't have that much there at this point, and we're going to make our way back to Howling Vortex, get repairs, and we also have some veteran traits here. Interesting. I think we'll grab Aggressor here, given those options. I feel like that's the best option here. Just don't lose battles, forehead, right? So I think that's what we'll do for now. We'll make our way through that. I do want to bring us up to fastest speed. There we go. And we know that we're being attacked over here in Polbankir, right? And they're probably going to win this, right? Actually, well, no, they have reinforcements on the way here. They're almost certainly going to win this. But they're going to take losses attacking Polbankir. For now, this is okay. We're going to leave that be. We're working on getting all of this taken back. We're currently getting the Able Swarm repaired.
Attempting to acquire planetary market.
And it's making decent progress. Assault. Once that's repaired, I'm going to send that down to Asanis. We're almost there, 99% on the armor, and we're repaired. So we're going to go to Asanis, and we're going to take that back, and then we're going to head up to Howling Vortex. Now, this is, like I said, almost certainly going to fall. But it has definitely cost them. Yeah, they've taken quite a lot of punishment there. Do we think this is going to fall? Actually, it might not. No, surely it is. Surely it's going to. But it's costing them a lot there. So we have these guys back and repairing. We should have additional fleets coming back soon, right? Yes.
Research
end of this
actualized.
month and end of next month. Okay. Starbase capacity, sure. That's all well and good. I think we're going to grab this assault army damage and morale damage because, oh yeah, I forgot about this. I ordered these guys to attack here. Are they actually winning? That's something we should probably know. I would love to grab disengagement chance.
Station under assault.
It appears that we are winning this, so that looks good. We're going to get that under our control. And I do think that we're going to lose this, right? Yeah, we're going to lose this. But boy, did that cost them. Cool, so that's great. Asanis is taken back, and we're on our way up.
We have lost
of course, we want to
Starbase.
continue to reinforce our fleets. Is there a particular fleet that we want this to go to? Actually, yes, planned swarm. We're going to wait on that. That'll be fine. And yeah, they're going to continue to attack down here. For now, this is okay. We're leaving that be. We're grouping up and repairing here. And we are now done repairing. So we're going to get all of these guys into position here. We're going to look to attack this force very, very shortly. So that'll be good. And it is currently about time for Planned Swarm to come back. Where is... Okay, so the first contract enforcement fleet popped back here. I think that's okay. Planned Swarm will likely come back in the same place.
Planetary market secured.
Yes. Go ahead and repair that, and let's grab, say, Cautious 2. That'll be good. And I want to reinforce this fleet. What is the current price of alloys? 6.92. That's dropped a little bit. I think we can afford... Okay. Just checking in on those prices here. Or rather, on our production. So I think we can afford to do something like this and buy in 2,500 additional alloys. And that I also want to put into the planned swarm. So we're going to get that going for now. These guys are making their way up. I believe that this force will be capable of defeating this force here.
Research
they have not
actualized.
repaired. And we should be capable of defeating that. Battleships are now cheaper. That's great. What do we want to take beyond that? Battleship hull points wouldn't be bad. Armored torpedoes would be, I think, good for our frigates. We'll grab that for the time being.
Station under assault.
Although I don't expect that to be a thing for a little bit. So they're continuing to attack down over here, and they're consolidating their forces here in Polbankir a little bit. Okay, this is not too terrible. We're repairing here,
have
and these
lost a
guys will be
starbase.
responsible to come down to Revok and prevent them, ideally, from cutting us off over here. But we'll see. I want to continue to reinforce specifically these fleets. Because I feel like that's where we need our forces the most. These guys should be capable of winning this battle. We're going to launch our attack into Ethos, I think. Are we in position now? Let's wait a little longer for these guys to get into position. I don't want to accidentally... Did these guys just spawn? Oh, at the shipyard. Right. We have a shipyard right here. I was like, hang on. Why did they spawn there? But of course they would. That's where our shipyard is.
Good business
Why
is
wouldn't
where
they
you
do
find it.
So we're going to head on up to Ethos, and we'll fight them there. These guys are now repaired, and we're going to head down at least to the Rebellion Vortex. They are not moving out from Pulban Kier right now.
Competitors engaged.
Actually, these guys are leaving this way. Fascinating. We'll keep an eye on that. We're fighting in Ethos right now. Beautiful. So obviously we win this, right? That was always
Research
going to happen.
actualized.
Excellent. Now, I'm going to take 2 fleets here. I'm going to take the 2 weaker fleets. So that'll be the Lesser Messenger and the Vigilant Swarm. Oh, we should probably give this guy Aggressor. There we go. So we'll do this. There we go. The goal behind these fleets is to go up to Vingim. Oh, we would have to go because of this FTL inhibitor. I guess we can go Bombard here. And then our other 2 fleets, their goal is to backtrack. For now, actually, let's park them at Howling Vortex. We'll see what we want to do after that. There's Sapient Combat AI. We're not currently going to be using that, but for the time being, it's good to have it available. I think we'll just grab additional encryption here. It's certainly non-perfect. And I want to continue to reinforce specifically this fleet here. Cool. At this point, if we were to hypothetically status quo, we would give up these 3 systems, but we would gain these 2 and these 4. Now, I do want to take this transport fleet over to Ethos. That'll take them a while to get there. I want to land on Ethos Prime. That's fine. I also want to move these guys, or rather, just merge them together. Like that. Beautiful. So these fleets are on their way in. And that's all well and good. We're splitting up these fleets a little bit. The orbital bombardment of Ethos Prime has sparked our council to discuss how we should respond in the hypothetical scenario of a surrender. We would allow their surrender. That's objectively how we would act here. But I don't think that they will. Okay. So currently, we would win this if we were to status quo. They're not willing to status quo. They're attacking Revok right now. Can we deal with that?
Upscaling complete.
I feel like we can deal with that. They don't have additional forces coming in here. These guys are kind of spread out. They only have about 38k there. They're only a little bit damaged. Not substantially damaged. But they're going to have to fight our station here. I definitely feel like we can win this.
Station under assault.
So we pop in, and we're fighting them, and they're engaged with the station here. So that's great. We eliminate that fleet easily enough. Now this one's the tougher one, but this is fine. This is completely fine. We've got this under control. Beautiful. So we're going to need additional reinforcements over here, of course. We're working on it. I would love to go take out Vingim here, but we really do need our transport fleet to make its way over, right? That means that we have to hold Revok, which we are doing. Cool. Now the question is, do we think we can take on Pulban Kier right now? And I think yes. We're better off to take it now than we would later.
Established.
Okay, Hasela 3 is consolidating power, sure. That's understood for now. We've got bigger problems. So for the moment, Ancient Nano Missile Cloud Launchers? Ancient suspension fields? Let's take the ancient suspension fields for right now. This guy got a negative trait. Okay, sure. So for the time being, this is looking reasonably fine. Now, we are going to be a little bit low on resources here. Are we concerned about them attacking us at Pulban Kier? They're going into a brewery, it looks like. Actually, they're coming through a brewery. They might go to Pulban Kier. If they do, I'm slightly concerned about it. Let's park here and see what they're doing. They're just sitting there right now? Actually, I think they're leaving. Yes, they're leaving. We're going in. Cool. 35 reasons away from a status quo piece right now. And we don't want a status quo piece at this moment, for the record. We have access to this gateway here. They have a gateway here. That's definitely noted. Okay. I'm just thinking right now, we've seen no action through this wormhole. That's a really good sign. That does, of course, mean that here in Vernier, this station has completely regenerated. So that would be costly for them to attack. Certainly not impossible, but costly. So we're going to hit Pulban Kier here. This is at about half health. So I think we can win this. We've already removed about a quarter of their shields. Are they going to bring in reinforcements is the major question here. We have our own reinforcements streaming in. And this does look like we can get this. So we're probably going to park here and repair. Where is our army at right now? Here? Okay, we're a ways away there. We do see some forces in Karathor. We'll keep an eye on that. And we see some forces down over here as well. For the moment, that's not the biggest of deals.
Lost.
Okay.
Research actualized.
Man, those hull points are tough.
Fleet asset lost.
Those hull points are very tough. We're struggling here a bit. Reinforcements are pouring in all the time. But we are struggling here. Okay. I had hoped that we would have done a better job taking this over. But we're going to retreat here. We'll need additional reinforcements, and for the moment, I'm going to start pulling the Lesser Messenger. And I'm also going to pull, for now, the Able Swarm out over this way. That'll do for the moment, and we'll have to come back to Pulban Kier later. It was a little greedy to attack it there. No doubt about that. I'd hoped that we'd be able to pull that off, but clearly we cannot. Gauss cannons, finally. Okay, so they're in Asanes right now. That's not a particularly powerful force. I'm actually going to send the second contract enforcement fleet over there.
Research actualized.
That looks reasonable. So
Starbase
these guys are going to be
assault.
landing on Ethos very soon. The current
We have
strength here is
lost a
57.
starbase.
That looks fine. And yeah, we have a lot of these swarms that are not going anywhere right now. So this number is very inaccurate, right? We're going to hit the reinforced fleet button.
Competitors
It is
engaged.
very, very inaccurate. This is slightly problematic. We're going to get Ethos back shortly. We're attacking in Asanes right now. What do they have here? Oh, that's not all that much. That's not super powerful. So we can win that. Of course, we win this battle. Do we head into Sabik right now? I feel like we do. We can clean that up. So that looks good. We have these guys heading into Revok at this moment. And these are a bit behind. The real question right now is, what do we want for society research? Mega shipyards would be really nice to have. Actually, yeah, that's pretty good. 37 months on that. We'll take it. So we're going to be freed up at Ethos
Competitors
shortly.
engaged.
We're landing here now, and that's pretty much just
Planetary
free,
market
right?
secured.
So that's back under our control. Now we're going to go hit Vinjim here. And I feel like this is just free over here. So eliminate this force. And this is more of a preemptive attack before they attack us. We're going to backtrack. I don't plan to hold this system. Just making sure that they don't pop through this hyper relay. Cool. So now we're going to head back to Howling Vortex. And we're definitely going to look to repair there. No doubt about that. As far as this over here goes, I think the Able Swarm needs to wait for reinforcements, and yeah, we're going to wait for a lot of these fleets to return. The Pictlings recalled their embassy, hilarious, and when are these going to show back up? Early October? Okay, that's not too bad. Beautiful. So at this point, again, it's the same situation, right? We would get all of this, and they would get this if we were to peace right now. They're not interested in peacing right now. They have 32 reasons not to. Fair enough. We're making our way through here, and I'm just waiting at this point for a lot of these fleets to come back so that we can sort them into, like, the first contract enforcement fleet, which is going to need some repair work here. No doubt about that. So that's going to get repaired, and what is the second fleet that was up here? That should also be in Vigilant Swarm, I think. The Planned Swarm. Okay, yeah. So that gets repaired as well. And I'm going to sort all of these Singleton fleets here. All of them are going to go into the first contract enforcement fleet, like that. So obviously, we need a lot, right? We're going to work on replenishing here. And that's fine for the moment. The Vigilant Swarm is now freed up, and we're going to send that over... Actually, I'm going to leave it in Howling Vortex for right now. That should be fine. Fat and happy, huh? Cool. Pro-unification forces are on the brink of victory. Good for them. So we're grouping up these forces. That's all well and good. How are we doing on our ship queues here? We're nearly through them. Okay. I'm not surprised about that. So this is looking reasonably okay for the moment. We do see a decent amount of forces brewing up in Karathor, but we have similar forces in Howling Vortex, and we're going to look to defend there. That's why I wanted to keep 2 fleets here. I also want to reinforce this fleet. So we'll get that going in the Amara station. We'll get a bunch of frigates queued up there anyway. Now, I do think we should send the Planned Swarm out over here. And I'm going to send the first contract enforcement fleet this direction. However, we should be strong enough to launch our attack on Pulbon Kier now. This is not recovered. This should be more than good enough. So we're going to do so. Now the question is, are they going to attack us in Howling Vortex? And that sure looks to be their plan. So these guys are going to arrive here in 50 days. That'll be about 26k. I want to continue to reinforce this fleet. We just finished repairing this fleet at 55k. What is their actual strength here? Like 85k, approximately. We've got 55k here, plus another 27k coming in, reinforcements streaming in there, plus another 40k on this station. I don't think they take this. To be very honest, I don't think they take it. We also have an additional fleet on the way over there. It'll arrive in like 80 days. Which will be before this war is over. So that should be okay, all things considered. I definitely want to continue to reinforce our fleet. There we go. We're attacking Pulbon Kier, and this fleet should have no trouble taking this down. No trouble whatsoever, in theory. The first contract enforcement fleet is also going to head over here. I don't think this is an actual fleet. I think that's a fake fleet there. They're down in Sabik, so they're probably going to go to Asaniz. That's okay. I don't care about that.
We have lost a starbase.
So Pulbon Kier is now under our control. Beautiful. That will start to regenerate soon enough, and we're going to... I'm going to send the first contract enforcement fleet to Abriri. The rest of our fleets here, we're going to hit Theravia. They're 35 reasons away from a status quo piece right now. If they hit us on us here, that's okay. They're definitely building up a lot of forces over on this side. So that's noted. I'm actually going to tell the first contract enforcement fleet, make your way on over here. We're going to want to reinforce this area, it looks like. So we're going to move in there. We can also reinforce relatively quickly with these guys.
Station under assault.
We're going to keep an eye on that. We have all of these forces here. I definitely want to be putting our reinforcement flow over here right now. So next, let's grab, I think, additional code breaking will be fine for now. The first contract enforcement fleet is on the way over. We're going to hit these guys here if we can. I'm not sure if they're actually leaving or not. But I want to eliminate these fleets while we can. I definitely am concerned about what we have going on over here. Indeed. I'm very concerned about that. So we're going to hit here, and we're going to fight these guys. No problem. This station will get eliminated, and these fleets will as well. Beautiful. They are building up a lot over here. Are they moving to attack us? They moved back through the hyper relay. They might be going for Dorful.
Fleet asset lost.
We'll see. So we're going to win this battle over here. No doubt about that. Double checking up here. No incursions. Cool. They're definitely building up over here for a big push. So we're going to send our stronger fleet to Howling Vortex from here. That'll take a little bit to push through. But I want to grab Able Swarm, and I'm going to have that go to a brewery and then sit at Pulbon Kier. For the time being, we're only going to have the singular fleet over here. This is going to probably entice them into attacking here eventually. But we definitely need to pull reinforcements into Howling Vortex at this moment. So, at this point, if we were to status quo piece, they would get those two systems. I actually don't care that much about those two systems.
Competitive station engaged.
Fine. So we're just going to push through here. No real problem. And we're going to grab our brewery back. This seems completely okay. Gauss cannons have now finished. We do have 2 frigates being built. We can grab Devastator torpedoes. Let's let these frigates finish, and then I want to rework our ships a little bit. Of course, we're not going to upgrade our ships right now, but I do want to rework it a bit. They're building up a lot of forces here. Wait, they backed off. That's interesting. I'm going to take the second contract enforcement fleet, just a second, and we're going to hit Asanas. I'm not sure where they're backing off to. They're going down this direction.
Station engaged.
Like maybe through this gateway? That's definitely very interesting. I'm not sure why they're doing that. Also, where was this battle at? Oh, over here. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. They now have 42 reasons to not do this. Relative Navy strength is a lot of it. Sure, that's fine.
Competitive station engaged.
So we're going to take out Asanas, and now we're going to head back up to Howling Vortex. I want to continue to reinforce our fleets, except I don't want to do this right now. I just said that I wanted to rework our ships a bit, and I do. That is true. So let's hop into our ship designer here, and we can now upgrade some of this, right? I think this is basically maxed out for our corvettes at this moment, although we can go up to Sapient Combat Computers, which I'm interested in doing. We're not going to be rebuilding any of these right now, but we can definitely go to Armored Torpedoes, and we can go to Sapient Combat Computers for torpedoes. That's great. And Armor Hardening is fine here. This is all okay, except I do want to go to Sapient Picket Ships. There we go. For our cruisers, we can definitely upgrade to Gauss cannons. So do that and upgrade to Sapient Line Combat Computers. Beautiful. For battleships, I think this is actually reasonably good. But we'll go to Sapient Combat Computers. Cool. And for Titans, I think that we should go to kinetic batteries here, and then Gauss cannons over here. Sapient combat computer artillery. Looks good. We can actually go to neutronium armor as well, which I'm surprised that we hadn't already done that, but sure. Cool. We did upgrade that for our battleships, right? Yeah. Okay, so that looks good. Now we're going to reinforce our fleets with our new designs. They're a little bit more expensive, so all we're really getting is these corvettes. But for now, that's okay. Cool. So at this point, if we were to status quo, it's just a flat-out win for us, right? We do see a number of ships popping through over here. So now they're looking to attack here. Noted. We're going to have you come back to Pulbon-Kier. We need to... How many total armies, or rather total fleets do we have? We have 6. Okay. We're going to move these 3 over here. Actually, no, not those 3. We're going to keep you at Pulbon-Kier. We have this going to Pulbon-Kier, and I'm going to send the first contract enforcement fleet. Actually, I'm going to send the second contract enforcement fleet to Pulbon-Kier. We know that they're brewing up an attack over here, and we'll see how that ends up going. We have reinforcements on the way. It'll take us some time to get there. I'm just trying to evenly split us at this point, so that should be okay. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we'll try to force a peace. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kentogan, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.